Welcome to the of Stress International's Virtual Education Fair 2020. Over the past 5 days, we have been talking to representatives from different Australian institutions, education providers, and gathering information on various aspects of studying in Australia. Today, we'll be talking about VIT and its courses, Victorian Institute of Technology, which is a very popular Australian higher education provider among Nepalese students. It provides bachelor's and master's courses in information technology out of Sydney and Melbourne. We'll talk about different aspects of studying at VIT, including courses, fees, student services, impact of COVID-19, and much more. We are joined today by VIT representative, the General Manager Marketing, Mr. Abdul Maun. I'd like to welcome you to the event, Abdul. How are you today?
Hello, Manish. I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for inviting.
It's our pleasure to be here. You know, this virtual education turned out to be a great platform in bringing students and institutions and other stakeholders together and sharing information. As we all know, our offices have for the last 3 months or so. The lockdown has finally ended in Nepal, but we're still not allowed to officially open our offices. So this has been a great platform. I would like to request all the participants with a query to please type it in the chat box, and we'll address to it once we're done at the end of the session. We're also live on Facebook, so you can type in your queries over there as well. So the stage is yours, Abdul. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you, everyone, the participant who have joined, and to get some information that might be helpful for you from the session today. I will discuss about this first, the pandemic, how it's been actually affecting the VIT's community in terms of the staff and students, and of course the member of staff and the VIT. They have been a lot of changes over the last few months. Sometimes you work from home, sometimes work from office. The health department actually making a lot of changes. But from VIT, we've been very, very proactive and reactive immediately to support our students as soon as we have seen some changes to adapt with the situation, and making sure health and well-being for VIT's community has been great and in a good situation. So today I will talk about that the courses. Of course, most of you know there's some changes we have made, and we've got new course on scope, and the fees, scholarships, of course, that's the most important thing you wanted to know, and also the current students, how we are supporting our students, and for our prospective students, as particularly for offshore students, how we can support them, and what would be the goal to take it from here on to make sure the students get the visa and come here in Australia safely to achieve their goal. So first of all, I will share my screen. I hope you guys can see it.
Yeah, we can see it now. Please proceed.
Okay. First, I'll just talk about a bit about the course, the upcoming intake we have, particularly for onshore students. I understand that's the whole session today is about our students for offshore looking to apply for the upcoming intake. So for those who are looking to apply for the upcoming intakes, just bear in mind there are some changes. There are some good news that's been waiting for a while. So recently, the department announced that they will start to issue the visas and process the visa applications for offshore students to apply and travel here in Australia to continue their study. But during this time, there are some changes that has been we are waiting to get some more clarification on, and also, of course, there is the border restriction is still on. Even student gets their visa, still needs to continue their course over online, and until the border restrictions ease up, and then students can come here. There could be some sort of restriction around the question if when they come here in Australia, they might be needing to isolate themselves for some time before they come in person contact, other person contact. So for offshore students, we are looking to have our intake in during September, which is the 14th of September, and followed by 23rd of November and March, of course. I assume a lot of students, those who are already have IELTS, I think you should try for the September intake and apply for the visa. If in case you don't get your visa, of course, we have option to transfer your intake to 23rd of November. But while you lodge your visa, even if your IELTS is on the way, the department will be relaxed on that to get your results out, and then you can put forward that, submit that IELTS result to finalize your decision of the application that you put in. So the department is a bit relaxed on that. So as soon as you get your visa, and of course it is also for the biometrics, so they are quite lenient. They will be quite lenient on that. They will wait and give you some more time to book your and or get your results for that. So we are flexible. If you wanted to apply for September or November, that's not a problem. So November intake students, if they apply, and even if the intake is about to start or even it starts, that's okay. We can postpone your course for March intake. So that's okay. So once you get your visa decision, you'll be able to act accordingly. Okay. So Bachelor of IT, that is one of the most popular course, guys, that attracted in the recent past for students who are from Nepal. Grace International being very supportive towards VIT students, and particularly from Chitwan. We have many students from Grace and mostly from Chitwan. And I believe the students came from Nepal at VIT. Majority of the students are quite happy. We have seen many students got graduated and they are already in the industry working and achieve their goal. So it's a good pathway to go through and process your visa applications through Grace International, because they've been very expert in that industry and working with VIT. That's the practice they have, and they have first knowledge that would help you when you interact or inquire about courses at VIT. So VIT's Bachelor of IT is the most popular course that I have come across. And of course, this course goes for 3 years, and IELTS is 6 overall, no less than 5.5 that we need. And specializations, we have networking and application development. Coming to Masters of IT, Masters of IT, we encourage students completed Bachelor of IT or networking or computer science background. Students will be able to get into this course, but they need IELTS requirement 6.5, no less than 6. But if you have IELTS overall 6 or equivalent, you need to provide medium of instruction certificate from your undergraduate course, which means, for example, you have done your Bachelor of IT Computer Science from Tribhuvan University, and if the program was delivered in English, and if you can give us some sort of certificate or reference or proof, we may be relaxed on that IELTS requirements. Instead of 6.5, no less than 6 overall, if you have 6 overall, we'll be able to accept that. In terms of academics, of course, you will need to have our undergraduate degree to get into our master's program. And these are the 4 subjects, as you can see in the screen, that we'll be able to, we can map and give career transfer, and you will have 2 years duration to complete this course. The specializations are software engineering, architecture, and analytics. And we have another course called MBA. We have recently launched this program um, across Melbourne and Sydney location. Um, we have 4 specializations on that. The finance and accounting, which means student from commerce, arts, the background, they will be able to pick and choose the subject that they like. So it's open to any discipline. You don't need any work experience to do this course. So these are the 4 specializations: finance and accounting, information systems, management, and tourism and hospitality. So these are the 4 specializations we have at our MBA program. Now, during this pandemic, um, everyone, I would like to share some of the time that we have passed or gone through, what we have done, and what's the measure that we have taken to support our current students. During the time, many students lost their job. During the time, many parents of the students, they are struggling to run their business. They are barely can't come out from their house because of the lockdown. And students going through a lot of depression and frustration during this time because nobody knows what will happen. But we are fighting for it. We are fighting towards that, and I'm sure we will overcome that. During this time, all students, international students, of course, they will need to continue to pay their tuition fees. VIT's community, the governments, everyone came forward and supported our current students, those who are unable to pay their tuition fees. We have paid over $1.5 million to support our current students to reduce their fees. Those who have lost their job, those who have reduced with their hours, or don't have any option to get support from their parents. Many of our community um, staff, agencies, um, and different charities organizations came forward and supported our students as well, those who are in extreme hardship. So VIT put forward some funds for students, financial constraints, those who are in, but additionally, if those students are extremely hardship, we have gained some or raised funds to support them. So this is how we've been very generous for our current students. And we have had very, very good and positive feedback from our students. They are relaxed, they are continuing their course at VIT. We are supporting them, and they are very glad that they were studying at VIT. So we got the feedback. Meanwhile, if you have any students, friends, relatives, those who are studying at the VIT, I'm sure you should check them out, that how they are going. I believe you'll be able to hear good things about VIT, the way we have supported. Our welfare counselors been very busy throughout this time, calling out all the students to make sure they are in a good health and good situation to continue their course. So this is something we are doing for our current students. At the same time, the face-to-face class mode changed to online delivery, and we are not too far away, or we are also not behind. We are ahead of the game because VIT already delivering online platform or online courses many years ago. We started 2 years back to support our students, those who are in Dubai, to do online classes. So our online platform is very strong and very advanced technological this way. So I have some video to share with you about the feedback that students have given throughout their journey, who are doing this online learning platform that we are using for our students. So I have this video, ladies and gentlemen, just watch. It's not going to take long. Once I finish this, I will not have much to share with you guys, and I will start to take any questions if you have. While you're watching the video, you can prepare for that. Drop in your comments or question in the chat box, and Monish can Manish will support you to take over. So run this video. Manish, you can see the video, right?
Hi, my name is Jason
You guys can
Amoksky.
hear it, right?
Yeah, we can see it. Please
Can you hear it? Good.
One of the digital learning designers here at VIT to discuss with you VIT's Engaged Learning Platform.
I'm Professor Arun Patil, currently Dean, Engagement and Partnerships at Victorian Institute of Technology, and also Academic Dean for Melbourne campus. So at VIT, even before COVID-19 crisis started, we initiated a project called Engaged Learning and Teaching Digital Delivery.
VIT has strengthened its online learning presence by offering new ways your teaching team can engage with you and your classmates. VIT's personal online learning portal is intuitive and easy to navigate and will be the central learning hub for your studies. If you are new to online study, it won't take you long to get your confidence up. Just like online banking and shopping, you'll find online learning tools quickly become second nature. At VIT, we offer a range of products for our students to engage with their peers as well as their teachers. We use Moodle as our online learning platform where students can engage with their online learning as well as their peers to submit assessments and engage in theory tasks. We also do online learning activities using live lectures where students can put into practice some case studies and scenario-based practices.
Hello everyone, this is Mohammed Rahman. I'm a student from VIT. I'm doing Masters in IT. I'm very glad to be a student of VIT because the current service they are providing us, that is online lecture, that is really amazing. So here you can see, if we go to our module, we can find our weekly classes where we can join for a group meeting.
What's great about this online class is we can still learn even if we're inside our houses. It saves our time from traveling. It also helps us to save our money from transportation.
With the online classes, and they are providing us one-on-one breakout rooms. If there is any question for you, for us, then we are going into the breakout rooms and we are getting clarity over there.
Listening to online classes is a really good part from VIT, as we don't have classes due to the COVID-19, and this helps a lot for the students, and even it's helping me a lot.
So this online class is a great help for VIT students like me to keep us going, learning, and achieving dreams even in this time of crisis.
Well, thank you for the video, Abdul. After what you've said and after watching the video, we can definitely say that VIT has experience in online teaching mode for quite some years now, unlike some of the providers who have just gone online after the COVID-19 impact. Is that?
Yes, absolutely, Manish. You are spot on. We've been teaching, and of course, we are teaching IT. We need to be ahead of the game. All our platform is in-house, and as you can see, many students are, most of the students are quite happy, I should say. And the other thing is, you know, with the online, I see from face-to-face, online has got more student turnaround, the participants in the classroom, because they can join from anywhere, everywhere, wherever they are. So it's something for offshore students. Even if you lodge your application, I'm positive that you will get your visa. I'm 100% positive. Once you get your visa, you will have the same type of the quality of teaching the students who are getting, even they are in Australia, because the platform is same. If you are in the Nepal, our students in Australia, they are coming to the same platform. There's no difference to that, so mind you that. So other thing is, historically, online, we think that there's oh, you go to online. The typically online was something that you go to online, you have some materials online, you pick those materials, you read through that, you assess that, and you get your knowledge out of that. But nowadays, this online is very interactive. It's like live classes, okay? So it's like you are, even if you're in the different room, okay, but this room is teaching the class. If you're in a different room, the way you will interact, you know, without the wall, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
end of the day, it's not no difference because you have a real-time environment where you can engage and ask the trainer different things. In the classroom, if you imagine, in the classroom there are so many students, sometimes we get shy, right? Sometimes we think, oh, should I ask this question, what they will think? They might think I'm silly, right? So through online, no one is watching you, right? You by yourself, you just straight on, you just ask the questions. So no hesitation, no barrier that actually stops you to engage and clarify a few things. So it's a great thing, you know. I get this the feedback from students that they're asking, look, you know, in the classroom I cannot ask questions because I'm very scared, I'm frustrated, I get panic, da, da, da. But in online, you see, you have that opportunity to engage and interact and start asking questions. And you're not alone. You will have a group, you will have a group of students. Then you will have a opportunity to discuss your assignments, projects, case study, da da da. So you're not alone. You'll be able to get support. And as you said, one of the students mentioned that you will have a separate room. You can go and talk to your trainer and have a one-on-one discussion if you have any issues. So yeah, it's something is really good, guys. And you can sit at your home and, you know, in a bedroom and early morning, open your laptop and that's it, there you go. You don't have to travel and anything, nothing like that. And off you go when the class finishes, you know, and go underneath the blanket. That's it.
Well,
So
obviously,
yes.
if someone wants more information on VIT, on how to enroll and everything else, they can contact Grace International through our website and other modes of email and phone numbers given out there. But request you to tell the students or the participants how to enroll online, the fees involved, and the refund policy regarding it, if you don't mind.
Sure. I think I need to cover that. The fees, the most important one. So this is what we are waiting to hear, right? See, generally, if you see the VIT's tuition fee, particularly for Bachelor of IT, is $8,000 on in each semester that we offer. But during this COVID, during this time, we will have some different structure that we'll be able to offer for our offshore students. Now, typically we give 10% scholarship, more or less, that you know, for Nepalese students or offshore students, if they want to come from offshore. But onshore has got a different structure, offshore has got a different structure, and time to time, the promotion changes. Okay, so if we were to give 10% scholarships, but during this COVID, if a student applies for enrollment at VIT through GRACE, you'll be able to get how much? 50% scholarship. I think you can imagine that 50% is it, did you hear it right or wrong? I'm telling you again, I repeat, 50% scholarships. So if your fees is $8,000 per semester, your fees will become $4,000. Okay, now this is only for the subject that you take through online from offshore. Okay, just to encourage you, just to engage you, but mind you, you need to have your visa, grant first, and if let's say the border restriction is still there, okay, the border restriction, if there, you cannot come down to Australia, you don't have to worry about that. You will have your visa. You're not going to run away. You will have your visa. So once the border restriction lifts up, you'll be able to come to Australia and continue the remaining course. So the subject you take after you're granting your visa, you'll be able to get 50% scholarships on that. Okay, so that's the great news. So it's no difference, I repeat, if a student does the course from offshore, onshore, it's the same thing through online. So Bachelor of IT, during the pandemic, if you are offshore, you will get a 50% scholarships. If once you come here, the remaining subject you enroll, it will become 10% scholarships. Okay. So you rather stay there and finish your course and come back. I think you'll be better off. Don't worry, your course, the duration of your study, whatever you do online, it will be count towards your post-study the visa that you apply, or 485 visa. For Masters of IT, the fees will be 36,000. With 10% scholarships, it comes to 8,100. But if you do online one, it will be 4,500 per semester. Okay. I have actually scheduled that on your right hand side. You can see the deposit, how much you need to make. And for MBA fees is 16 subject, $40,000. Now with the 10%, it means once you get your visa, once you come to Australia, this is the 10% will apply. But while you're studying offshore, you'll get 50% scholarship.
So what is the minimum number of subjects the student needs to study online, in person?
I see, if you see this one, 50%, I think students will be wanting to do not 4, 5, 6, because they are getting the discounted price. Same
Is it
subject
possible
when
to
they
do
come.
more than 4 in one semester?
Sorry?
Is it possible to study more than 4 subjects in one semester?
If they can, they are capable of. If they're capable of, they can. But we suggest ideal will be 4. But if a student's not confident, a student can do. But the minimum has to be 2 subjects in one semester. Yes, correct.
So I reckon that covers one query as well. It's from Tulsi Karel on Facebook. He asks, is it possible to apply for November intake from Nepal? The answer is definitely yes. And if you can't make it to Australia by November, you can either choose to go online or defer to March. That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if in case the visa gets delayed, or you're processing your IELTS or biometric, whatever the reason, but guess what? Immigration is putting a lot of effort. They're opening more area to process more applications. So they understand the pipeline of application will be more. So there will be a lot of queue. So they're opening up the Adelaide immigration, and also I think Perth or some other area to access more application and get it done as soon as possible. Okay.
Abdul, I would also like to request you to assure students that choosing to study online won't affect their post-study work options.
Absolutely not. Yes, day before yesterday, I believe that's been published, and there was a information session from the department, and that's been clarified. But only thing, you need to make sure that your visa got granted, and as soon as your visa got granted, even if you study from offshore through online, yes, it will be counts towards your 485 visa.
Well, Abdul, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure having you, and for all the information that you gave us. I think it's useful for the students wishing to apply at VIT in the future. We hope that the lockdown has ended in Nepal, but we're still not open face-to-face. We're there virtually though. So if you want any more information, you can contact us through Facebook, through our email, and phone numbers also have been given out on our website, and then we'll provide the necessary information. Abdul, thank you very much, and you have a good day ahead. We hope to speak to you very soon on some applications as well.
Thank you very much. All the best. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye.